So in this video, we're going to go through some poses that help down-regulate your nervous system and help open up your pelvis and your trunk, and this will help support your fertility journey. So first, you're going to come into a seated position, crossing your ankles, or putting one foot in front of the other. So first, we're going to do a spinal twist. So inhale, think sitting tall, and then exhale, you're going to bring your right hand to your left knee, and then left hand behind your back, and you're going to twist. You don't want to twist so much that you get a cramp in your back, but make sure you're twisting so that you feel a stretch and your eyes are looking over your shoulder. And then you'll be here for 5 breaths. So 4th breath, and then maybe twist a little bit further if you're able to, and last breath. So coming back to center, we're going to go the other direction. So left hand comes to your right knee, right hand goes behind your back like a kickstand. Inhale, sit tall, and then exhale, twist as far as you're able. We'll do 5 breaths here. Four, and then inhale a little bit taller, and then exhale, twist a little bit more if you're able to. And then coming back to center, we're going to come onto hands and knees for child's pose. So knees are going to come really wide, and then inhale, and then exhale, bring your hips back to your heels, and you're going to hang out here, sinking your hips down and just letting your belly go, and focus on breathing to your butt. So you want your pelvic floor to relax, and you want your abdomen to completely relax, and you might feel a stretch in your upper back. So bring your forehead down to the mat and take 5 breaths here. And then while you're here, when you're breathing, think of breathing down into your pelvis, and then you're filling up from the pelvis into your chest. So it's pelvis, belly, ribs, and then chest. And think of like your body's like a balloon. So you're going to feel the sides of your body fill up, the back of your body fill up, and the front. A lot of times we just feel the front side of our body expanding, but you want to feel all the way around. So 2 more breaths. Last breath. And then come back up to quadruped. And then from here, we're going to go into a prone press up or upward facing dog. So you're going to come onto your belly. Feet are, the tops of your feet are flat on the mat. And then you're going to inhale, press up as far as you're able to. I have a lot of flexibility in my lower back, so don't feel like you have to go this far. If you're right here, that's good too. So you're inhaling all the way up, and then exhale as you come back down. So we're going to do this 5 times. Inhale up, and then exhale down. You may feel a really big stretch in the front of your body. 2 more. Inhale up, and exhale down, and then inhale up, and exhale down. So from here, press back up into your tabletop position, and then you're going to bring your right knee to your right wrist. And then your right foot, it's going to stay tucked into your body. If you know yourself and you can square your leg up to the mat, go for it. I like to keep my leg at a 45-degree angle. So here in pigeon pose, now we're going to go into sleeping pigeon pose. So come onto your forearms. And then from here, come down onto your head. And then we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Make sure that your weight is even in your hips, so you're not falling more to the left or more to the right. You're balanced between both of your hips here, and you're trying to keep your right glute completely relaxed. And then once you've done your 5 breaths, you'll come back up onto your hands, tuck your left toes under, and then send your hips up, and you're coming onto your left knee. And then bring your right leg from underneath you, coming back onto your right knee. So from here, bring that left knee up. Right foot comes underneath you. Your leg's at a 45-degree angle. And from here, come onto your forearms. You can stay here if you want to. This can be pretty intense of a pose. Or you can come down onto your forehead for 5 breaths. Make sure you're still breathing and your face is relaxed, your toes are relaxed, and so are your hands. And then your weight is also equal between both hips. One more breath. And then come back up onto your hands. Tuck your right toes underneath, send your hips up, and then bring your left knee back to the mat. So for the next pose, you're going to place hands on the mat and then bring your hands over towards more of the right side. And then your left foot is going to come up. Now this might be as far as you're able to get. If this feels okay for you, then you'll straighten your right leg out and then kind of wiggle your foot back for more of a stretch. And so you're going to hang out here and then maybe walk your left foot towards the edge of the mat a little bit more. Then holding here. One other option is you can bring your arms down, or you can stay up onto your hands. Another option is knee down. So let's go over that again, but on the other side. So hands are going to be over to one side of the mat. And then you're going to bring your right foot forward. So this is the first part. You can just stay here if this is a really big hip stretch. Or next step would be to straighten your leg out. And then from here, you can walk your foot back a little bit by wiggling it. And then if you want a little bit more of a stretch, then you can come down onto your forearms. And then maybe walk your right foot away from you a little bit more towards the edge of the mat. And you want to stay in this pose for about 5 breaths. And you can also drop your knee down. Lots of options. And then you're going to step your right leg back. Now let's roll over onto our back. Now we're going to do happy baby. So you'll bring your knees up to your chest. You can reach for your ankles, the outsides of your feet, or hug the backs of your legs here. So I'll hold the outside of my feet, and we'll take 5 breaths here. You're thinking of breathing to your butt again. So breathing down into your pelvis, and then filling up from pelvis, stomach. Then the last thing will be your chest. Okay, and then bring your legs down. And then you're going to drop your knees to one side, and you can keep your knees stacked, or you can drop your top leg down and then look away from your legs. So my legs went to the left, my gaze is to the right, and my arm is stretched out. And then come back to center. And I'm too close to the wall, so I'm going to shift over. Drop your legs down. I'm going to drop my top leg down too. Now I'm looking to the left. And then come back to center. And last pose we're going to do will be against the wall. So you're going to sit up against the wall. And then when you go to lay down, just swivel your legs up. So we're going to do legs up the wall. And you can hang out here as long as you like. At least a minute. And close your eyes and focus on your diaphragmatic breathing.